is the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and I just got it a couple of days ago after dying to upgrade my iPhone 7 Plus. I use my phone on a daily basis and I use it quite a lot for everything that I do, so I really needed a good upgrade. But I keep hearing some amazing things about these three cameras, and of course if there are cameras involved then I'm interested. As you can see, I have so much stuff here and I'm wondering, can I replace all of them with just one device? Is it good enough for removing the need for anything else? We'll find out today. Unfortunately, I don't think my city is interesting enough for the tests that I have in mind, so I have something better planned. Bonjour tout le monde, j'espère que vous allez bien et je suis très heureux d'être en France pour la troisième fois. And as you can see, this was a little message for my French followers. I know that I have a couple of them watching the channel for every single video, so this was special for you. But anyway, I'm here in Paris, France, and I'll be here for a couple of days, spending a nice weekend and enjoying just a little break from everything. It's my birthday tomorrow, so I'll spend it here. I'm here with my wife, and I took my phone, and that's the only thing I took with me. So it's a bit weird to not bring any cameras with me, but this is the perfect opportunity to test the iPhone 11 Pro Max and everything that this phone is capable of. So I'll do that. I'll take lots of photos, I'll vlog with it, I'll take some B-roll shots, and of course I'll share all of my impressions with you at the end of this video. So stick around, stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy watching this video. This right here behind me is the Arc de Triomphe. This is the craziest roundabout ever, and there are 8 lanes doing the circle right here. So I'm just going to let you guys see what I mean, what type of craziness I'm talking about. I think this type of footage shows the dynamic range of the iPhone perfectly well. Take a look at this dynamic range. Both the sky and the Arc de Triomphe are actually perfectly exposed, and you see so much detail. Morning everyone. I just woke up in Paris on my birthday and the feeling is just amazing. I have so much planned for today, and I'll take you along with me for some of the things that I'll be doing. But I wanted to use this time to thank you for your support. You know, on your birthday, you're a bit more emotional. You start thinking about things in your life, and I just wanted to thank you for being a subscriber and watching my journey and just watching this video in general. I think it's one of the best things that has ever happened to me, so thank you so much for that. Currently at the top of the Eiffel Tower, and this is such an amazing view. Currently on the second floor of the Eiffel Tower, and I think it's a great way to test out the microphone of the iPhone because it's extremely windy. I'm sure you probably hear me very bad, so I'll cut this video very short, but it's extremely windy. So we decided to take the stairs from the second floor to the first one, so we can just experience the Eiffel Tower from the inside. And I've already done this, but I remember it's really cool to see the insides of the Eiffel Tower, how it was built, what a massive monument it is. and it's just spectacular to see it in person. If you haven't been here, I highly recommend it to you. Of course, it's one of the best places in Paris. So I feel like I've been using the selfie camera the most for my vlogging shots, but now I switched to the back camera, and I wanted to do this little test. I figured this would be a great place to do it, as we just got down from the Eiffel Tower. We're still full of adrenaline from all these steps and the view in general. It was my third time being on the Eiffel Tower, but this one was more special as it's my birthday today and everything is a bit better. So I really hope you guys are enjoying the content so far. I know it's all over the place, but I'm just vlogging my experience and I hope you like it. I'm currently using the Telephoto Lens, and I just wanted to admire the French architecture, which is arguably one of the best in the world. We are in this amazing little neighborhood that is just fantastic to look at. Every building is so beautiful, and there is something interesting on every single corner. So yeah, I love Paris. I really love it. So this morning we came to the Louvre, and we're currently at the gardens right in front of the Louvre. The Louvre is actually just behind that monument, and you can't probably see the famous pyramid of the Louvre, but here the gardens are so beautiful and very peaceful, I would say. Look at this fountain right here, and it's a great place for taking a long walk, and just so you can appreciate all that beauty and the way they have structured everything, the architecture, and all of this is just, I don't know, I'm lost for words. It's so beautiful, so peaceful, and just a great place to walk and enjoy. Even though the weather is not so good, it's not cooperating, it has been raining all morning, it's still fantastic to be here. Here we are at the famous Louver Museum. There is a wedding photo shoot here, which is quite nice, and of course so many people are waiting to get into the museum. It's crazy, but it's so beautiful. So it's our final night in Paris, and we are heading towards the Eiffel Tower. Of course, we're going to watch the light show, and it's generally the Eiffel Tower at night. It's one of the best places to be in Paris, so of course we'll be there. But first we'll have a quick dinner, one last dinner, and I will leave you with some beautiful footage from the Eiffel Tower at night. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I'll meet you back home to share my impressions of the iPhone 11 and everything that I think about this amazing phone at home. So I hope you enjoyed these shots from Paris. I'm back home, unfortunately, and now it's time to tell you what I think about the iPhone 11 Pro Max after using it for just over a week now. Let me start by saying that this phone has one of the best stabilizations that I've seen ever. It almost looks like you're using a gimbal, and for some shots it looks too steady, but that's not a bad thing. I am in love with the stabilization that this phone offers, and I really didn't feel like I need a gimbal for any of the shots that I took with this phone. As for the audio, I think it was a bit worse than what I expected. I think it's very easy to cover the microphones and make the audio a lot more muffled. It also picks up a lot of noise from your surrounding area. So if there are cars, bikes, or any other type of noise, the phone will probably capture it in the footage, and it's not ideal to use this phone for vlogging for that. And I'm definitely not a fan of using an external microphone on your phone. I wanted to use it how it is and show you that how the sound is coming out straight from the camera. So in the audio department, I'm not that impressed. It's easy to cover the microphones. The audio sometimes is muffled. Of course, if there is a strong wind, the audio will be very bad, as you saw in the Eiffel Tower clip. So yeah, that's my opinion on the audio. When it comes to low light capabilities, the iPhone 11 Pro is definitely not the best. And I knew that already. I've seen some clips from it, so I wasn't expecting that much. And in some clips you were able to see some noise, I'm sure, but in other clips I was surprised to not see the amount of noise that I was expecting. So I would say that I was surprised that in some situations it was performing better than expected. Still, I wouldn't really recommend it to you for taking low light videos. For photos, however, the situation is a bit different because the software is so well optimized. So I would say that night photos are going to be great with this phone, and I actually had a lot of fun trying out different things and testing out the camera during the night. Photos are actually the thing that I enjoy the most about these cameras, not so much the video but the photos, especially with the wide angle lens. And especially being in Paris, I was able to capture so many different structures, different buildings, different landmarks that are just perfect for a wide angle lens. And I was very pleasantly surprised to see the quality of those photos. So I would definitely recommend this phone for taking shots of architecture, buildings, photos that just want to emphasize on the size of the object that you are shooting. So I definitely give a huge thumbs up for the phone in that area. But even though the wide angle lens is amazing, it's not ideal for every single scenario. For example, in some situations when you are taking photos of people, the distortion is so noticeable that it just ruins the photo, and I look extra tall here, which is not a bad thing, but the photo looks too distorted, and of course I can't use that. But it's very easy to avoid that by just reframing the shot and avoid being in the corner of the photo. That way the distortion will not be so noticeable. Something that I don't really like when talking about the camera is that the HDR effect, which is applied automatically, sometimes is too strong. In some situations it looks very fake, but in other situations the HDR is actually properly used and shows a lot more dynamic range. So I would suggest you to be careful about using the HDR. And finally, I want to talk about the battery life because it was spectacular, especially on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, which has an even larger battery. The battery life is just superb. Even after using the phone for a full day very heavily, pretty much always using the camera for photos and videos, texting, taking calls, replying to emails, posting on my Instagram stories, I still had a lot of battery left at the end of the day, which was pretty much mind-blowing for me. So I'm definitely very happy about that. And just the fact that you're able to carry this phone and not worry about your battery during the day is just amazing and something new for me. And let's not forget the quick charging, which is going to make your battery from 0% to 50% in like, what, 15-20 minutes? It's crazy. So I'm extremely happy about that. So now I need to address the question if this phone is going to replace my camera gear. And of course the answer would be no, but there is a huge but in that sentence, and that is that I would feel very comfortable using this phone from now on if I happen to forget my camera at home and if I need to record something from my channel. And I think that says enough. I would definitely use this phone a lot more for the channel from now on because I know that I can count on it for taking good photos and videos. And I think in some situations, especially when the light is good during the day, this phone is performing surprisingly well. So I will take advantage of that and use
all of these 3 cameras and use it a lot more on the channel from now on. So that's pretty much everything that I have to say for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching it. If you are still watching, please hit that like button to show some support, and don't forget to subscribe for many more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Mike from Drone Supremacy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.